Welcome to Inspirational Journeys, everyone. My name is Ann Harrison, and today I'm happy to introduce you to Alinka Rutkowska. Okay, yeah, sorry. Who is the CEO of Leaders Press, and she'll tell you more about that in just a moment. So welcome to the show, Alinka.
Thank you so much for having me, Ann.
And thank you so much for being here. So why don't you tell us a little about yourself and your publishing company?
Right. I run Leaders Press. We've helped more than 500 entrepreneurs share their wisdom with the world, and 172 of them have become USA Today and Wall Street Journal bestselling authors. We distribute the books through our distribution partner, Simon Schuster. That's one of the largest publishers in the US. So we are a hybrid publisher, which is something between traditional publishing, meaning you do get traditional distribution with us. And on the other hand, we're also something between self-publishing. So it's between traditional publishing and self-publishing. So the self-publishing part would be that you do get a lot of creative control as an author working with us. So as a hybrid publisher, we're the latest and greatest of the publishing industry.
So what inspired you to become a publisher?
Passion. I used to work in the corporate world. And at a certain point, I reached the so-called glass ceiling where I was wondering if that's all there is, to just sell domestic appliances. I thought maybe there's something else, something more exciting in life that I meant to do. And I guess I was having a quarter-life crisis at the time. So I directed my energy to writing a book, which basically helped me work through my various questions. And I self-published that book. That book brought me in royalties more than my corporate salary brought me at the time, which is very naive to expect right now, that this is just going to happen. But it did happen for me, and that got me really excited and enthusiastic about the possibilities. And from there, I started sharing my marketing strategies online, and other authors started reaching out saying, hey, can you do this for me? And that's how I started helping people in various aspects of their book marketing. And then in 2017, I put together Leaders Press as an elegant solution for entrepreneurs who want to get their books done from scratch.
Okay, so to dispel any confusion, because I know they're hybrid press, you're a hybrid publisher, but there are also vanity presses out there. So why don't you tell us the difference between hybrid publishing and a vanity press?
Well, vanity press will basically publish anything as long as you pay. We do not. So we've had people throw money at us that we refused because we did not feel aligned with their content. And so we work from idea. So we want to know what the book was going to be before we start working on a project. We also work from manuscript to bestseller launch. And those manuscripts are reviewed by our editors before we even present an agreement. So we need to make sure that our values are aligned. And yes, there is an upfront investment. We do huge amounts of marketing that the author participates in, which traditional publishing houses, by the way, don't really do for 99% of their authors. So there is an investment, but there's also a selection process. Well, when you go to Harvard, you also have an investment and there's a selection process.
I was just curious because, people, and I have fallen into that trap of vanity publishing, and not a good idea. But I wanted to, clarify, because I'm sure a lot of authors have those questions. So what genres do you mainly publish?
We focus mainly on entrepreneurial books. or wider nonfiction. So majority is business. Then we have a portion that is self-improvement in that category. And we started recently a fiction imprint for books that come to us in the form of a manuscript. So we don't write those, but we've had so much interest for our services, especially the marketing part, because authors are really excited about the possibility of becoming Wall Street Journal and USA Today best-selling authors. So we started working with fiction books just recently.
So what, do you have a specific genre of fiction that you work with?
No. We'll take anything that we feel we're aligned with. Our imprint is called Story Leaders. So we do like to publish for leaders in their niches, whatever that niche might be. That's how we position it.
Okay, so do you have any tips for aspiring authors looking to find a publisher, or even if they wanted to self-publish, what tips or, takeaways do you have to offer for new authors?
Well, it's a huge difference of being traditionally published versus being self-published. So I think that for the entrepreneurial type, I don't think many entrepreneurial types want to start banging on agents' doors and, writing letters and pitches to hundreds of agents so that maybe one of them is going to take them under their wing and then pitch them to a traditional publisher. And then maybe in 2.5 years, their book will be out and with no creative control. It's not, a very attractive prospect for an entrepreneur. I think that if you're the entrepreneurial type, you do want to go with the self-publishing possibility, although then you have the challenge that, you probably don't know much about self-publishing. You know a lot about what you do in your business or in your career, and self-publishing is a whole new world. So in that case, it makes sense to get a team to do it. So you don't want to learn how to do it. You want to hire a who brings the how with them. Or in other words, you might want to move to the hybrid possibility, where you hire experts to get you the best of both worlds. So whichever you do, though, get your book out, because a book definitely opens a lot of doors.
Oh, okay. So do you work with, say, if a person has an idea, but they don't know how to go about, turning that idea into a book? Do you have coaches that work with authors?
Yes. Well, we are a elegant solution from beginning to end. So we like to work with entrepreneurs who have an idea and then help turn that idea into a finished book. So we will definitely lead the way and do the majority of the work.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like a really good idea. Opportunity for entrepreneurs to get their message out into the world. So where can people find you online?
The best place to go is leaderspress.com/discover. And there you can find a copy. You're going to get a copy of my audiobook called Outsource Your Book, where you're going to hear how you can get each part of the book creation process outsourced. And that's leaderspress.com/discover.
Okay. Do you have a social media presence?
I do. I'm pretty much on all the various websites: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, anywhere.
So on Twitter, they look for @LeadersPress?
At Alinka Rutkowska.
Oh, okay. Okay, because I was trying to find the social media links to put the show notes too. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. So we challenge you today to go out there and read to get inspired, write something inspiring, and share your creation with the world. For when you've touched one life, you've touched thousands. Thanks for joining us on Inspirational Journeys. And remember, your story matters. Thanks for joining us, and have a blessed day.